It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. Taken down at the 47-yard line. The Seahawks at 12-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second down and 8.
Throwing now is Geno.
Throw out wide to Walker.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try for the first with Walker. Nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Smith.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And he's got it. Out of the end zone for the Seahawks. Touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins.
And that nearly an interception here on his opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's going to try and go deep again. All wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 75 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Smith. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Jalen Carter just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A shotgun snap for Smith.
And this one too low. You look at this Eagle defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Rodgers to return it. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now a give, right side, Swift. And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Here's Matt Ariza now.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Smith now to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here we go.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To the air again, Smith.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now yet another incomplete incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, we go, Salon! On.
After the interception, here's Smith. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Stiff-armed him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Smith. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now Geno on first down, out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Running right, here's Walker. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Here's Walker. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. The slot man in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he will take this one in for a Seattle touchdown.
Jahan Dotson
From 4 yards out.
And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And he'll get this back across the midfield, striking down the 47-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
On first down, Smith. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Check 59, check 59, cover.
Throwing on second and long. Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll...
And that's caught inside the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on first and 10.
Hurts.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it.
And the Seahawks are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Here we go. 13X. Hey, it's a clip.
The final shot here before break. Smith.
They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Running left is Walker.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Back to throw, Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And they're going to speed things up here. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. A big kick there. We call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Check 58.
Geno now to throw. That is caught, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. A give for Walker running right, and there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
Walker with another carry. Taking it right down Broadway. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Down the right sideline. Inside the 20, DeAndre Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Trying the left side with Walker.
The 20, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker,
47 yards.
and the Seahawks are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Throwing now, Smith. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Play action. It's Smith.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, fourth quarter.